It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Weeks come and gone, and we're off in Week 6 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They go play fake with Jackson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 22 on that one. And that's a 49er first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Catch is made down the right sideline. It's inside the 10. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. His first throw is an interception. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And the 49ers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Jackson throwing here. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
The throw is caught. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Buys time, rolling right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Williams. Held to no gain on the run, and that brings up 4th and goal.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
On comes the field goal unit to try this one for the 49ers. Only a 20-yarder here. One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks reach pay dirt for the first time this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Play action. Here's Jackson. That one's caught along the left sideline. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, search forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The 49ers stretch their early lead to 9. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Finds a man right side.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that.
About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Go.
They'll try and throw it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson off the play action. He fires one deep down the middle. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down. They go with Williams on the counter. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Got for big yards on the right side. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take a 13-point lead. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
70 ready. Let's go now.
Back to throw now. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Here we go.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Here we go. Set. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18 right. 18 right.
Back to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now it's 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The rookie from Miami, they're on a stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawks football. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Viking 18.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And he's going to go Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go!
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11. Check go.
Throwing off the play fake here. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Last name 19.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Seahawks with 7 to go here on 3rd down.
Ready? 60 backward, 60 backward. Ready, ready?
They'll throw it. Caught, nice gain left side. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5.
Set. Lion. Come 19. Come 19. And up.
From the red zone now. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks chop some of the lead off before the half. This one is up and good. And the Seahawks get it back to a 14-point game. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. He's on the move. He can run it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st. Now Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Jackson to throw it. He beams one deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He completes it in traffic. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Complete out to the right. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Jackson yet again. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Again, it's Jackson to the air. He's got it at the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Head out of bounds after a small gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. And again, it's Jackson. Forced out to his right. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Jones reels it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. Throw left side, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They go play fake with Jackson. On the move, headed right. Taking a big shot. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Seahawks 24.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Chased out to his right. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Throwing from the gun here. Looking for a target. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the 49ers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points and add it to the stat sheet with the INT.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Design bootleg here. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Now a toss running left with Williams. And he finds his way up to the 47 before he stopped. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Seahawks will have a first down. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Pass play on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Back-to-back carries here. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 26-yard line.
That's complete right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of it. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. And that'll get him back to 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Williams now on 1st and 10. Escapes a defender. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
You know, that's a tough one right there. Actually, when you're outside the pocket, because your body is going and moving laterally, it often takes the ball out of bounds just like that. That's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, San Francisco. Lining up now to try the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the 49ers push their lead to 18. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's throwing deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
2nd and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he's out of bounds past midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll throw it again. He's going deep this time. He's got it deep downfield. It's a Seattle touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up. The kick is good, and expect that to stand now. This flag appears to be the player who jumped early looking to block that kick. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Play action now with Jackson. He lofts it deep left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Straight ahead with Williams. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throw complete to Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Across midfield to the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a 49er first down. This is Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Rolling left, buying some time. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. 49ers close to picking up their 5th win. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Running right, it's Williams. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal. They try again with Williams. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It'll be a 5-yard gain. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Seattle.